Hello and welcome to Keltie. Today we'd like to talk about patenting artificial intelligence and machine learning inventions. I'm joined virtually by my colleague Richard Lawrence. Richard specialises in complex technologies and works on AI inventions when he feels like taking a break from cryptography and networking and communications protocols. Richard, a lot of the inventions that we're asked to protect now relate to artificial intelligence or machine learning in some form. And one thing that I have noticed compared to other types of software-related invention is that AI inventions crop up in a huge range of technologies. And between us, we've dealt with autonomous driving, financial technology, power distribution, and drug discovery. Is there anything different about protecting AI, or is it just like any other kind of software?
Protecting AI inventions is pretty similar to protecting other kinds of software invention, but they do have some special features all of their own. As you know very well, protecting software can be quite challenging, but it is possible if there really is an invention there. The problem is that some kinds of invention are excluded from patentability. Programs for computers, methods of doing business, mathematical methods, presentation of information. And if your invention is just made up of those things and nothing else, then it will be excluded. Consequently, it's important to show that there's something else going on as well.
For software inventions, there is often quite a difference between how cases are treated at the UK Intellectual Property Office and at the European Patent Office. In the UK, the crucial thing is often whether the invention as a whole makes a technical contribution, whereas in Europe, what matters is whether the invention solves a technical problem with technical means.
They sound like similar things, but really there are significant differences between them. But yes, those are very relevant things to think about here. For example, a machine learning algorithm will typically be treated as essentially a mathematical method. The key hurdle to get over is normally a different one in the UK and in Europe. So in the UK, the important thing to show is that the invention is not just a bunch of excluded things. There has to be something else going on as well. In Europe, what matters is normally to show that the invention itself is inventive. But in showing that it's inventive, you can't rely on any part that is itself excluded subject matter. You need to argue the two types of objection in quite different ways.
Does this affect what goes into your patent application? What are the critical things to think about when considering protecting an AI invention?
There might be some subtle differences, but probably you want to include most of the same things. First of all, you really need to consider what contribution AI is making and what problem you are solving by using it. Just using AI to solve a well-known problem doesn't really sound like a protectable invention to me. By now, it's pretty well known to at least consider using AI to solve a problem relating to analysis of data or to simulation, for example. So there probably needs to be something else to the story. Is there a reason why it wasn't obvious to use AI to solve the problem? Is it that the problem itself wasn't obvious from the start? Is there more to the AI solution itself than just using AI as a black box? By the way, you really should avoid treating AI as a black box in any event. In order to have a valid patent application, there needs to be enough teaching so that somebody who's skilled but unimaginative can actually practice the invention. And if you're treating AI as a black box, there won't be.
You know, I think it might help, Richard, to have an example to make this clearer.
Sure, I can come back with an example. Would you like one with a dog?
Of course I'd like one with a dog. Well, we'll leave it there for the moment, but be sure to check out part 2, where we discuss an AI solution involving a dog. Thank you for watching.